Hollywood has always been a place where reinvention creates power, but Israeli actresses took that idea and turned it into a global business model. They arrived with accents, military discipline, and zero connections, then broke into an industry that rarely opens its doors to outsiders. They didn't just land roles, they built ownership. They turned TV rights into empires, perfume contracts into annuities, and blockbuster franchises into generational wealth. And behind every headline is a strategy, a negotiation, or a perfectly timed pivot that transformed raw talent into real money. Today, we're counting down the 10 richest Israeli actresses in America. The women who rewired Hollywood from the inside and built fortunes that stretch far beyond the screen. And the #1 spot belongs to someone whose wealth wasn't created by fame, but by understanding how power actually works in this town. Number 10. Odeya Rush, the Gen Z veteran. We begin our countdown with a woman who proves that you don't need to be 40 to have a diversified portfolio. Odeya Rush is the prototype of the modern, young Hollywood earner. A dual threat who monetized her face before she even monetized her acting. Born in Haifa and moving to Alabama at age 9, Odeya entered the industry with a distinct advantage: the modeling scout's gaze. Long before she was sharing the screen with Meryl Streep, she was securing global campaigns for Ralph Lauren, Gap, and Tommy Hilfiger. In the hierarchy of teenage income, a major fashion campaign pays significantly more than a guest spot on a sitcom. These early mailbox money checks allowed her to be selective with her roles, avoiding the low-budget horror trap that ensnares so many young actresses. Her breakout in The Giver and Goosebumps placed her in the studio ecosystem, commanding 5- to 6-figure salaries for teen blockbusters. But her smartest move was pivoting to prestige indie films like Lady Bird. While indie films pay less upfront, they buy something more valuable: longevity. By associating herself with Oscar-nominated projects and directors like Greta Gerwig, she transitioned from child model to serious actress, a rebrand that extends earning potential by decades. Odeya has also moved behind the camera, writing and directing short films. In the modern creator economy, the ability to generate your own IP is the first step toward producer equity. With an estimated net worth hovering around $2 to $3 million, Odeya Rush represents the seed capital phase of wealth. She has built a high-value foundation and is now positioned for the massive breakout. Number 9. Yael Grobglas, the network TV mercenary. At number 9, we have the queen of the network grind. Yael Grobglas serves as a reminder that the steadiest money in Hollywood doesn't come from movies. It comes from a 100-episode run on the CW. Yael's financial fortress is built on her role as Petra Solano in Jane the Virgin. For 5 seasons and 100 episodes, she was a main cast member on a critically acclaimed broadcast series. In the world of TV contracts, seasons 3, 4, and 5 are where the money is. While starting salaries might be in the $20,000 to $40,000 per episode range, steady raises and syndication potential turn a hit show into a multi-million-dollar asset. Unlike streaming shows that often cap out at 8 or 10 episodes, network TV produces 22 episodes a year. This volume is the secret to building working actor wealth. Yael didn't just show up. She played dual roles, Petra and her twin, Aneska, proving her versatility and cementing her indispensability to the plot. Since Jane the Virgin ended, she has kept the revenue flowing with recurring roles on Supergirl and Undone, and starring in Hallmark movies like Hanukkah and Aki on Rye. Do not underestimate the Hallmark economy. These films pay tens of thousands of dollars for a 3-week shoot, providing a lucrative and reliable income stream between major projects. With a net worth estimated in the $3 to $4 million range, Yael Grobglas has mastered the art of consistency. She invests in her life in Los Angeles, maintaining a low profile while cashing checks that would make most reality stars jealous. Number 8. Inbar Lavi, the cult favorite. Number 8 is a woman who realized that if you can't be the hero, be the villain everyone loves. Inbar Lavi has carved out a lucrative niche as the seductive antagonist across multiple hit series, building a net worth estimated at $3 to $5 million. Inbar's wealth architecture is fascinating because she jumps between massive franchises. She landed a lead role in the Bravo series Imposters, Being number one on the call sheet means you get the highest salary in the budget. While the show only ran for 2 seasons, being the face of a series elevates an actress's quote permanently. She leveraged that status to join the cast of Lucifer on Netflix, playing Eve. Lucifer is a streaming juggernaut with a massive global audience. Netflix pays premiums for recognizable talent to join established hits, and the residual model for a show with that level of rewatchability is a steady income source. She also clocked time on Prison Break and Sons of Anarchy, effectively completing the cult TV bingo card. Inbar also monetizes her image through modeling and high-end appearances. She has a distinct, fashion-forward brand that appeals to luxury advertisers. She lives a bi-coastal lifestyle, splitting time between the US and Israel, and has invested in a lifestyle that balances Hollywood glam with Israeli groundedness. She proves that you don't need an Oscar to be rich. You just need to be on the shows that people refuse to stop watching. Number 7. Alona Tal, the longevity expert. At number 7, we have the marathon runner. Alona Tal has been working consistently in American television for nearly 20 years. If you turned on a TV between 2005 and 2024, you probably saw her face, and that ubiquity translates into cold, hard cash. Alona's wealth is anchored in 2 massive franchises, Supernatural and SEAL Team. She played Jo Harville in Supernatural, entering a fandom that is arguably the most loyal in TV history. Conventions, merchandise, and residuals from a show that ran for 15 seasons provide a long-tail income that acts like a pension plan. But her real financial acceleration came with SEAL Team. She has appeared in over 50 episodes of the CBS Paramount Plus military drama. As a recurring turned regular presence on a procedural drama, she commands a steady episodic fee that accumulates rapidly. Military dramas are syndicated globally, meaning Alona's checks are coming in from Germany, Japan, and Brazil. She also taps into the voice-over market, lending her voice to the massive Halo video game franchise and Gears of War. Video game work is high margin, no wardrobe, no makeup, just hourly rates for a franchise that makes billions. With an estimated net worth of $5 million, Alona Tal represents the blue-collar elite of Hollywood. She shows up, she knows her lines, she hits her marks, and she buys real estate with the proceeds. She is the ultimate professional. Number 6. Moran Atias, the producer pivot. We are entering the heavyweight division now. Moran Atias is not just an actress, she is a dealmaker. Her journey from Italian TV host to Hollywood producer is a masterclass in leveraging connections. Moran started as a model and TV presenter in Italy, becoming a household name in Europe before ever setting foot in Los Angeles. This meant she arrived in Hollywood with capital, both social and financial. She didn't have to wait tables. She had a safety net. Her acting breakout came with Crash, the TV series based on the Oscar-winning movie, and Tyrant, the FX Middle East drama where she played the First Lady, Layla Al-Fayed. Tyrant was a high-budget production, and as a female lead, her salary was substantial. But Moran's smartest move was demanding a seat at the writer's table. She served as a co-producer for the film Third Person, starring Liam Neeson and Mila Kunis. When you are a producer, you aren't just a paid employee. You are a partner. You get a fee for putting the deal together, and you get a credit that opens doors to the executive suites. She has since moved into creating content, selling show ideas, and advocating for Israeli stories in Hollywood. Her net worth, estimated around $5 to $6 million, is a mix of on-screen earnings and off-screen equity. She treats Hollywood like a business, not a lottery, and she refuses to just read lines when she can be writing the checks. Number 5. Meital Dohan, the real estate flipper. Number 5 is a wild card who turned weird into wealth. Meital Dohan is best known to American audiences for her role as Yael in Weeds, the hit Showtime series. Joining a successful show in its later seasons usually comes with a healthy paycheck, but Meital's wealth goes far beyond Showtime. Meital is a true crossover artist. In Israel, she was a theater prodigy and a film star. In America, she became a pop culture figure, even releasing music and garnering headlines for high-profile relationships, including one with Al Pacino. While the tabloids focused on the gossip, Meital was quietly focusing on assets. She is known in industry circles as a savvy real estate investor. Reports and interviews over the years have alluded to her buying and renovating properties in Los Angeles, a market where flipping a single home can net more profit than an entire season of television acting. She has garnered a reputation for having a sharp eye for design and value. Meital also maintains a strong presence in Israel, allowing her to earn in two currencies. She returns to star in Israeli reality TV, like Gold Star, which pays high appearance fees to bring Hollywood talent back home. With a net worth estimated in the $10 million range, Meital Dohan proves that a chaotic, eclectic career can be incredibly profitable if you are smart enough to invest the proceeds into tangible assets. She doesn't follow a script. She follows the market. Number 4. Noa Tishby, the IP queen. At number 4, we have the woman who arguably changed the entire business model for Israeli talent in America. Noa Tishby is rich because she sold the idea of Israel to Hollywood. Noa started as a soap opera star in Israel, appearing in Ramat Aviv Gimel. She moved to LA with dreams of acting, landing roles in The Island and Nip Tuck. But she looked around and realized the real money wasn't in acting. It was in intellectual property. She identified an Israeli show called B-Tipple and realized it would work in America. She bought the rights and sold the format to HBO. That show became In Treatment, starring Gabriel Byrne and Diane Wiest. It was a massive critical and commercial success, running for multiple seasons and winning Emmys. Noa was the executive producer. In Hollywood, format fees are the holy grail. As the EP and rights holder, Noa earned a fee for every single episode produced. She didn't have to be on set, she just had to cash the check. She then set up a production company to sell other Israeli formats, effectively building a pipeline between Tel Aviv and Los Angeles. Recently, Noa reinvented herself as an author and activist. Her book, Israel, A Simple Guide to the Most Misunderstood Country on Earth, became a bestseller. She served as Israel's special envoy for combating anti-Semitism, a high-profile diplomatic role that elevated her global brand. She commands speaking fees in the $50,000 to $100,000 range for corporate events. With a net worth estimated at over $20 million, Noa Tishby is the ultimate connector. She realized that owning the bridge is more profitable than driving a car across it. Number 3. Refaeli, the supermodel mogul. Number 3 is a woman who has appeared on more magazine covers than almost anyone else on Earth, but her bank account is funded by tech and retail. Refaeli is an empire. Bar's modeling career is legendary. Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue cover, Victoria's Secret, campaigns for Chanel and Escada. In her prime, she was the highest-paid model in Israel and one of the highest-paid in the world. But modeling is a short game. Business is forever. Bar's genius was using her face to launch equity deals. She became a major shareholder and the face of Carolina Lemka, an eyewear brand. When she sold a 5% stake in the company to Castro, a fashion giant, in 2016, she reportedly made millions in profit instantly. She helped expand the brand internationally, even bringing in Kim Kardashian for a partnership. She also co-founded an e-commerce underwear company called Under.me and invested in tech startups like Mika Look. Bar isn't just a pretty face. She is a venture capitalist. She hosts the X Factor Israel and the X Factor spin-offs, commanding the highest hosting fees in the country, reportedly hundreds of thousands of dollars per season. Despite legal battles over taxes in Israel, which ironically revealed just how wealthy she actually is, her net worth remains staggering. Estimates place her between $25 million and $30 million. She owns prime real estate in Tel Aviv and lives a lifestyle of absolute luxury. She proves that the best way to retire from the runway is to own the store. Number 2. Gal Gadot, the franchise titan. At number 2, we have Wonder Woman herself. Gal Gadot didn't just break the glass ceiling, she smashed it with a golden lasso. Her journey from the Israeli Defense Forces to becoming one of the highest-paid actresses on the planet is the stuff of legend. Gal's initial entry into Hollywood was via the Fast and Furious franchise, but the money was standard. The game changed with Wonder Woman. While her salary for the first film was a controversial $300,000, the massive success of the movie gave her immense leverage. For Wonder Woman 1984, her paycheck jumped to $10 million. But the real mega-wealth moment came with Netflix. Gal starred in Red Notice alongside Dwayne Johnson and Ryan Reynolds. For this single film, she earned a reported $20 million upfront. In the streaming era, where there are no box office bonuses, stars demand massive guaranteed fees. Gal is one of the few women in the world who can demand $20 million to walk onto a set. She also earned a reported $15 million for her role as the evil queen in Disney's live-action Snow White. These are CEO-level paychecks. Gal is also building a business empire. She and her husband, Jaron Varsano, founded Pilot Wave, a production company that is developing films like Cleopatra and Irina Sendler. This allows her to capture producer fees and control the IP. She is also a founding partner of Goodles, a high-protein mac and cheese brand that has exploded in popularity in the US. She owns a $5 million oceanfront condo in Malibu and a home in the Hollywood Hills. With a net worth estimated at over $40 million and growing rapidly with every blockbuster, Gal Gadot is the definition of new money power. Number 1. Natalie Portman, the intellectual empress. And finally, at number 1, the undisputed queen, Natalie Portman. Natalie is not just an Israeli actress. She is a global institution. Born Natalie Hirschlag in Jerusalem, she has been a movie star since she was 12 years old. Her wealth, estimated between $90 million and $100 million, is a fortress built on 3 pillars: Oscars, Dior, and equity. First, the movies. Natalie has starred in some of the highest-grossing films of all time: Star Wars prequels, Thor, and some of the most acclaimed, Onish, Black Swan, Jackie. She commands top-tier salaries, but she also wins Oscars, which keeps her value eternally high. Second, the Dior annuity. Natalie has been the face of Miss Dior fragrance since 2011. These luxury perfume contracts are the most coveted deals in Hollywood. They pay millions of dollars annually for very little work. Having held this contract for over a decade means she has likely earned tens of millions of dollars from Dior alone. It is a steady, massive income stream that never dries up. Third, and most importantly, the investments. Natalie is a sophisticated investor. She is a co-founder of Angel City FC, the women's soccer team in Los Angeles. This was a brilliant move. Valuations for sports teams have skyrocketed. What started as an activism-led investment has turned into a massive financial asset. She brought in other celebrity investors, raised the profile of the league, and now owns a piece of a rapidly appreciating sports franchise. She also runs her own production company, Mountain A, producing films and docuseries. She has a massive real estate portfolio, owning homes in Montecito, Los Angeles, and formerly Paris. Natalie Portman sits at number 1 because she plays the long game. She didn't chase quick cash, she chased prestige, she chased equity, and she chased legacy. She is the richest Israeli actress in America because she understood that being a star is temporary, but owning the team is forever. From the network veterans who turned steady paychecks into long-term stability, to the supermodels who converted their image into equity, to the global icons commanding 8-figure contracts, these women prove that success in America isn't just about visibility, it's about leverage. They turned every opportunity into ownership, every role into a business, every connection into a platform. Their stories aren't just about wealth, they're about strategy, resilience, and the courage to redefine what Hollywood expects from an immigrant. Which of these moves impressed you the most? Was it the Netflix deals, the franchise power, or the equity plays behind the scenes? Tell us in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden empires shaping the entertainment world.